Hi everybody, how are you guys? Okay, I did a video and I used a measuring tape. Anyway, I deleted it because something happened when I uploaded it, and it uploaded, I guess I didn't save my edits, and I uploaded it without the edits and I didn't like it. So I am going to show you guys about mixing, because I had somebody say they wanted to know about mixing the Floetrol and the paint together. Now, when you first start out, if you're getting the craft paints, the little craft paints like at Walmart and stuff, you're going to want to do kind of more like half and half maybe, or just put your medium in there, and if you're making the glue medium, that's fine. And then add your paint in. But that paint doesn't have as much pigment, so you might need to add more paint. Now, as you start to use more expensive paints, they're going to have more pigment, okay? So I've got this Amsterdam acrylic. It's a black. So it just comes like this, and it's pretty dang goopy. See that? Like it just, like it's thick. So it's thick for like painting, but we can mix with it, okay? So now what I did was I put this in one of my cups that I use for resin. So I would say that I have about 2.5 ounces of of my Floetrol. I probably need a little bit more, so let me get it. Let's see. I am getting low. So some people measure it, you know, like they use the, whoops, I don't want that goober thing going in there. So they'll use a scale, and you can do that too. So, and I kind of do it by eye, but you're going to know how much I put in because we're going to look at the ounces. Okay, so now I have a good between 4 and 4.5 ounces of Floetrol. Now I'm going to take my stick and I'm going to put this glob in there like that. We'll see how much it goes up, okay? So let's add that in. Oh, that's lovely. That's just, and it's black too. So I'm going to do a black background tonight. So let's mix this in and see. And then we'll be able to tell how much I added in by where we're at on the ounces. But, oh my gosh, that's making a mess, isn't it? That is making a mess. And it takes a minute to mix it all in, okay? Oh, can you guys see me? Hi, I worked a 10-hour day, hi. Okay. I didn't have to go to the store or anything, so that's good. I just came home and I thought, well, I think I'll paint. Now I'm gonna look at this. It's looking pretty good. All right, so let's see where I'm at now. I think that was enough paint. So see, that wasn't very much paint. So let's see if I can figure that out. Let me scrape this around here. Let me scrape it over here. Hang on, I'm gonna figure it out. Okay, so, oh my God. Okay, that's that. Okay, there it is. So, oh, I got cat hair on there, so let's see. I'm gonna tell you. It's right there. That's right there. Okay, I put about an ounce. I put about 1 ounce in there. So what did I say it was? You'd have to go back and look. So 3.5 ounces or 4.5 ounces, and I just put 1 ounce of that Amsterdam black in there, okay? And then it has a mound. Let's see if I can show you guys. It's making a mound. I'm gonna thin it a little bit, so I'll show you that. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put, you guys see the whole canvas? Let's go back to the canvas. Okay, so this is a 11 by 14, I think. So I'm gonna use this cup on the bottom, and I'm gonna put all the black on, then I'll put this on, and then we'll pour different colors in it. It'll start to move around, and I will add silicone into my paints. Now, I have some ready to pour acrylic paint. It comes out pretty thick. I might have to add a little bit of water to that to thin it down. So let's have some fun and see what we can do, and I'll be back as soon as the paints are ready. I'm glad you're here, and I'll see you in a minute. All right, I've mixed up my paints, and they're sitting, and they've got a little bit of silicone in them. And I use the treadmill belt lubricant, 100% silicone, and I got it on Amazon, and I bought it, 3 years ago, and I'm about halfway down. I'll put like 2 or 3 drops in each cup, but you don't have to put it in the metallic. Now, because I'm going to do my painting's going to have black in the background, sometimes when you're pouring off your paint, it will leave your edge kind of white looking. So it's good if you're going to use a black background or a dark color background, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead. You want to put gloves on too, because black is like so, it'll just get everywhere. But you just want to go ahead and do your sides, do your edges and stuff. Do that first, and then if you have anything left over, you can do the, the middle of the canvas too. It's okay to do that, and then you're still going to have pour off and stuff, but this way, if stuff doesn't pour off all of the edges, all of your edges, you won't have these white edges that you would see if you didn't cover your edges. So sometimes you'll see people and they'll just have the outside edges covered, and they don't really explain it because they've been doing it for so long. You know what I mean? That they, we forget steps. We forget to explain steps sometimes when we've been doing something for a long time. Okay, so there's that. There's that. Got a little fingerprint there. You can always touch it up, but once it dries, you can't really go. If you've got, you're going to mess with it if you've got something really cool going on by the edge and you haven't painted it, okay? So we're just going to paint the edges before we start to pour. And I'll flip this around and get this one. I'm going to hold it up because we've got paint on the bottom already. So there's that. Okay. So they're covered nice and covered really good. And then I'll get my little things, my little stand things. You can use little cups upside down too. You don't have to have stands. You can do what you want, but if you're on a budget, you can just use your little Dixie cups and then save them. Even if they get messy, save them. Okay, oops, there we go, like this. And I'll take these gloves off before I pour because I'm getting paint all over them. And I don't want it all over my cups. Let's get this one out. Sorry if I'm in the way of the camera. Let me just see if you guys can see it. Let me just tilt it a little bit. Okay. And let's just go ahead and blend this in a little bit, because it's a little bit thick there. It doesn't matter which way you go, just cover it up. You can use any black too. You'll find that you'll have a black that you like. I still kind of just buy what's on sale. there's a big sale and I want lamp black, but they have ivory black instead, then I might just buy ivory black, okay? All right, and then don't leave your brush out because it'll dry up. You can add a little water. My water's a little bit blue from the last time I used it. And you can add a little water with acrylic paint. Get it on your brush. And it just thins it down a little bit for you. Okay. Super easy peasy. Super easy peasy. Might as well just fill it all in. And we aren't going to have any little white spots kicking through, showing up, peeking through, peeking out of the canvas. Hello. Okay. All right, very good. There we go. We are good. Some people will wait for it to dry. I don't think that you really need to. And then I have some brushes that I use a lot. My water's a little dirty, but I'll stick that in there so that it doesn't dry out, okay? Now, I'll show you the colors that I have. I'm excited. So, actually, I kind of want to scoot this down a little bit. Hang on just a second here. Of course, now I took my gloves off. Scoot it down just a little bit, so I have room to pour off. Like that. There we go. I think that's good. Oh my gosh. Okay. How's that looking? Is that looking good? Okay, I'm going to shut this off for a second, make sure that my brightness is up good, and I'll see you in just a minute. Okay, I'm back. Make this a little bit bigger. I hope it's all in there. There, this will give you a better close-up. So, I've got my black as a background. I've got this gorgeous blue that's a little bit metallic. I don't know if you can tell that. Really pretty. Then I've got this kind of like a really light turquoise blue. One's a little bit thick still. I might have to add a little water to that one. Then I've got my periwinkle, but I think it's called soft light blue. See, that's nice and thin. I'm gonna have to add water to that. Then I've got my 24 karat gold that I love. So I'm doing some colors that I did before that I really like. And then I've got this pretty purple. Isn't that gorgeous? Cute. Woo-hoo. And I got this bright yellow. So we are going to get a little cray-cray with that, okay? So let's add a little water to this one real quick because it seems a little bit on the thick side. So I'll show you guys. Let's see. Okay. We're adding a little water. Just about that much, okay? And then let's see what happens. And kind of scrape it off because this kind of sticks to the stick. Give it a nice little stir around. Better. Okay, better. See how there really isn't a mound. Okay, that's good. Just funnels back in. All right. So we're good, we're good, we're good. And then I have this cup, which is one of these. I just took the scissors to it and nipped it so I can pour into it. And then I'm not sure what this one's called. I can never remember the names of these, you guys, and I've been doing them for a while. I'm bad. All right, so let's take a look at this Now this black might be a little bit too thick. Let me take a look at this black because we don't want this. Oh yeah, this is too thick. We don't want this thing not moving and holding everything back. So let's add some water to this. Good thing I checked that black. Okay, so I'm gonna add some water. I got quite a bit in there. So I'm gonna add that much. There's a lot of people that just do it a little bit at a time. Maybe it's just because they want to make sure that they thoroughly mix it. Because you really do have to stir it up to stir it in, you know. Like, it's like you're doing a recipe, you know. It's almost like you're cooking, right? Only we're doing it with paints. We're doing a recipe with paints. Okay, that's a little bit thinner. But I think I want to thin it out more, but I do want to stir it a little bit more because I have a lot in here, like up to here, because this is going to be the background color. Yeah, it's still really thick, so we're going to add a little more. Okay. There we go. Okay, that sound you hear is my son. I think he's taking a bath or a shower or something, and my art studio is in the room, right? Was a bedroom. This was my other kid's bedroom, and him and his girlfriend moved out. And I immediately painted the walls white and moved my art stuff up here. And then I just have been buying and buying and buying, and I need to organize a little bit more. I love to try so many different things, you guys. I just love creating, really is what it is. I think it needs just a little bit more. You can see there's a little bit of a mound there. So let's get a little more water into it. Water is helpful. So let's say you're doing, if you're doing glue, and so I do have a video on making your own glue medium with glue and water. Let's say you think your paints are a little bit thick. Can just add a little bit of water to it, okay? This might be like a lamp black, I'm not sure. It has a little, it's a lighter black. It looks nice and black here, but when I look at it in here, it just looks almost like it has a bit of a gray tint to it. So there are different blacks. You'll find one that you really like. I still feel like I need to have a little bit more in here. I didn't put any silicone in the black, but I put silicone in the other paints. I didn't put it, I don't think I put any in the 24 karat gold, but I might have. Still a little bit thick. Dang. See how long it takes? You have to be patient. Got to be patient with this part, and I will timestamp it. Okay, just stir it for a minute. Thoroughly mix your paints. Scrape your sides, scrape the bottom. That's better. I think we're good now. Okay, I'm going to put my water back down. I've got paper towels nearby in case I need them. Okay, now we finally get to start the fun part. Yay! All right, so let's do this. Let's get a little bit going here. Let's just make a big old puddle. Okay. And I save a little bit off for the edges in case I need it. All right. Then you get your heat gun or your torch. I need to get some stuff for my torch, so I haven't done that yet. So I'm just gonna heat gun it real quick so it can be noisy. In case there's any bubbles in there, get them out. Okay, and I am gonna put gloves on again because I'm working with black. So I'm gonna put another set of gloves on. Just to be on the safe side. I think it's a good practice to do. So I'm starting to do it more. All right. Here we go. Now, I'm just going to kind of put this in the middle. It's going to have its own idea of what direction it wants to go, okay? And I'm just not sure what color to start with. Ooh, this is the fun part. Okay, so let's add some of this in. Okay. Let's add some purple in. Let's add some yellow in. You know, this is starting to float around. You'll see it'll want to start to float. Let's do some gold. Oops. Let's do some of this funky blue. And you'll start to see some stuff come out, start to push out a little bit. This is the fun part. And let's do some of this. Oh, I love that funky blue with the yellow. It's pretty. Let's do some more yellow. Let's do some more of this beautiful, gorgeous blue. I love it. Okay. Let's do some of this. And let's just take it for a little bit of a move for a minute. And let's just take it for a little move over here. And let's bring it back down. That was fun. Well, let's add some more gold. And let's add some of this pretty blue. And then let's add some of this pretty blue. And then now let's add some yellow. And let's add some more purple. And let's add some more of this. But out of that, I love that color. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's bring it down this way a little bit. Okay. Barely lifting it so that this can come out underneath and make a design instead of just lifting it off. So I'm just kind of scooching it along. And I'm just going to kind of scooch it over like that. And then I think I'll just put the cup right here. See what happens. It might not do much. Go, I don't have a lot left, so this might not really do much of anything. I don't know. We're going to find out. But you can see having the silicone in there really helps to create a bunch of cells and make it kind of fun and wild. Okay. And I just love doing these bright colors like this. A little bit of yellow in here. And put a little black over here like this so it can move. Like that. Put a little black here. So it can move there if it wants to. A little black up here so it can move, because I will tilt it a little bit more, a little black here. All right, there we go. Kind of messy. That's okay. That's okay. Let's get this down in here. Okay, let's get this in here. Now I do have this other blue. Let's add it and see what happens. Okay, I've got a little bit of this left. And then I do have this blue that I have from my last painting that I did. I have a lot of that, so let's just do this and see what it does. Oh, it just wants to go right down there. Well, let's just let it. Let's just let it do that right now. I don't want it to go off the table, so I'll go like this. Okay, and maybe I'll just bring it along the side like this. Like that. Okay. And I might just do a little bit of blue in here like this. Okay, and a little bit of gold in here like this. A little gold right here maybe. Okay, right here maybe. And then we'll tilt. So in this application, you are going to lose a lot of your paint. And what you can do is with the paints that come down on the side, you're going to see them because I am going to tilt off this way. You can take little tiny canvases. They're like 2 by, oh God, like 1 by 2.5 or something. They're real cute. You can dip them in there and flip them back up. Stick them on the back of one of these. Let it just sit there and dry. Stick them, gloss it, stick a magnet on it, and you have some cute little refrigerator magnets. Okay? All right, I am digging this funkiness. It's funkalicious. I am digging the funkiness of this a lot. I don't want to change it or smush it up too much or stretch it too much. And we'll just go in there a little bit. We'll bring it back down. You can do whatever you want with this. I might just leave that gold up there at the top like that. Stretch this a little bit this way. See all that under there? Ooh, that's pretty, huh? Stretch it out a little bit. Just have fun with it. Bring it back. I'm just going to look at it for a minute. I love this in here, this gold. Just take your time with it. So you might have to stop for a second and take a look at it. Make sure you're liking it. I'm loving all the color in here. There. I just love it. Oh my gosh, I needed to do something funky like this. I love this funkiness. Do you love it? I love it. I love the funkiness. This is funkalicious. Okay, it's just funkalicious, you guys. I love it. Let me get this black out of the way so I can... So what I'm doing is I'm just going underneath and getting the paint off of it, off the edge, because I used a lot of paint. Of course, that's what we do in the fluid art. We use a lot of paint. And it looks like it's just going to dry super nicely. Ooh, 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 ooh. I will post a short on it when it's dry. And I think I'll put resin on this one because I think this is super cool. I love this. This looks so pretty on a white wall or a really light gray wall. Just be like a pop of color. I love it. Just give it a nice little pop of color. All right. I'll bring you down close, show you close up, okay? Okay, I cut my overhead light off. I'm sorry about that. It made a really bright light in the center of it. Look at that deep blue. Isn't that pretty? So I'm just at the bottom part of it right now. Oh my gosh, I love this. Now what I gotta say is that I love this gold in here with that purple. I just love it. And a couple little gold spots up in here. And then we go up here. Got some lot more interest here. The yellow, ooh, and then the blue and the purplish pink color. They kind of got together up there. And we've got a nice, then we've got some blue and green, or blue and yellow, but it looks green going on right there. This is fun, fun, fun. Look at how the different colors combine together. How fun is that? That is just a blast right there. Oh my gosh. All right, I hope you guys like it. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. I do all kinds of different types of art. But ooh, how fun is this? All right, it's funky. Sorry, my hands are kind of shaking a little bit. Okay guys, thanks for joining me. And I will see you soon. I appreciate you. And if you have any questions, just ask me and I'll be happy to answer them. All right, peace.